Submarines became popular in naval warfare during the World War period. Steam-powered submarines were used for combat in the famous American Revolution and also the War of 1812 between the US and Britain. The earliest submarines were manually operated and extremely slow, but not until the first nuclear-driven USS Nautilus was launched in 1955. Since then, these became the deadliest attack ships, reaching speeds of 25 to 35 knots. Today, submarines are an essential part of any country's naval fleet. They act as a nuclear deterrent and are used for surveillance operations and patrolling in territorial waters. Listed below are the top 5 submarines in the world, ranked according to their lengths. Welcome to Dream Thinker. 1. Typhoon class Russia, Project 941 Akula class. These nuclear giants were built by Soviet Russia in the 1960s and 70s for facing the US and its allies in the ongoing Cold War. Larger than 3 football fields combined, they were laden with extraordinary features such as swimming pools, saunas and golf courses. Typhoon-class submarines measured 566 feet lengthwise, 76 meters breadthwise and reached a height of 38 meters with a displacement of over 48,000 tons. They were decked with 20 huge R-39 RIF intercontinental ballistic missiles, also popularly known as SSN-20 Sturgeon. These powerful weapons were 53 feet long and 8 feet wide. Designated as the biggest submarines ever built, they were also loaded with SM-52 missiles and an efficient magneto-hydrostatic drive system for launching a silent yet powerful attack on their enemies. They had a multi-hull design and 19 compartments with a separate control room, close to the missile launch equipment, and were designed at the Severodvinsk shipyard for crossing the icy waters of the Arctic. Hence, they had an ice-breaking mechanism, a strong stern fin and a retractable system. These war machines sailed at a surface speed of 12 knots and had a maximum speed of 25 knots underwater. Dmitry Donskoy or TK-208 was the first submarine of the Typhoon class that entered service in the early 1980s. Today it is the only submarine which remains functional, as the other 5 were removed from service. Donskoy has been converted into a laboratory and testing ground for the latest marine technologies and Russian missiles. Ohio class, United States. The third biggest in the world, the Ohio-class submarines were commissioned for the U.S. Navy between 1977 and 1998. Each Ohio-class submarine is equipped with 24 Trident II missiles, with a range of about 12,000 kilometers. Hence they have more missile carrying capacity than the Russian Typhoon and Borei-class submarines. They have a displacement of 18,750 tons, 4 decks, space for accommodating 90 crew members, a Lockheed Martin sonar processing system, a pressure water reactor and 2 turbines. All 18 submarines are equipped with 8 launchers, 4 533mm torpedo tubes and an Mk118 digital fire control system. They are endowed with more than 50% of the thermonuclear weapons owned by the US. The torpedo range is up to 50 kilometers with a depth of 3,000 feet. These nuclear-powered vessels have a lifespan of 40 years and will be replaced by the newly developed Columbia class by the end of this decade. Delta class, Russia. The Delta class comprises a series of ballistic missile submarines that formed the cornerstone of the Russian submarine fleet in the 1970s. It consisted of 4 subclasses, namely Delta I, II, E and IV, which were 167 meters long and 12.5 meters wide. The Delta I submarines carried 12 missiles and patrolled the Norwegian Sea and the Barents Sea. To enhance their accuracy, they were fitted with the Tobel B and a Cyclone B navigation system. Around 18 submarines of this class were constructed under the project name 667B Murina. However, all vessels of this class were decommissioned by 1998 and scrapped by 2005. The Delta II was a refined version of the aforementioned submarine class. It was lengthened by 16 meters and carried 16 missiles, had a noise cancellation system and 4 additional missile launchers. All 4 Delta II submarines were decommissioned by 1999. Delta III submarines were double-hulled and capable of striking different targets at once within a range of 7,000 to 8,000 kilometers. The Delta IV submarines built between 1981 and 1993 are still operational and are part of the Russian Northern Fleet. The decks have an acoustic coating and AD-9RM launch system. Oscar-class Russia, Project 949A and T. Project 949A and T belongs to the Oscar class of cruise missile submarines that also constitutes Project 949 Granite. They are currently part of the Russian Northern Fleet and are undergoing modernization to increase their lifespan. 11 such submarines were built at Severodvinsk, measuring 154 meters lengthwise and 18 meters breadthwise, for accommodating advanced electronic systems and a noise cancellation system. It has a larger fin than its predecessors and 7-blade propellers. They contain a double hull and a secret emergency escape capsule that can accommodate 100 people. A distinguishing feature of this submarine is a bulge at its top fin. 949 A&T submarines are equipped with 24 SSN-19 missiles with a range of 600 kilometers. They contain 10 compartments that can be separated from each other in case of accidents. With a displacement of 24,000 tons, these vessels have an underwater cruising speed of about 30 knots. Vanguard Class, UK. The Vanguard class contains 4 ballistic missile submarines built for the British Navy as part of the 1994 Trident nuclear program. These vessels were constructed between 1985 and 1999 by the company Vickers Shipbuilding and Engineering. Their home port is Her Majesty's Naval Base Clyde, just 40 kilometers from Glasgow, Scotland. Each vessel can carry 192 warheads and contains 16 missile tubes and Trident 2D5 nuclear missiles with a target range of 5,000 miles. It has the finest sonar system that can detect ships over 50 miles away. However, the Vanguard would be taken over by the Dreadnought class in the 2030s. They have 4 torpedo tubes and are equipped with 16 Spearfish torpedoes with a target range of up to 65 kilometers. It has 3 periscopes decked with thermal imaging cameras along with normal optics technology and a submarine command system specially developed for this class of submarines. It is powered by a Rolls-Royce PWR-2 pressurized water reactor that propels its 2 steam turbines connected to a pump jet propulsion system. They are 150 meters long with a displacement of more than 16,000 tons and a submerged speed of 25 knots. Vanguard-class submarines can carry 149 crew members and are the largest submarines manufactured in Britain. Thank you for watching Dream Thinker.